Well, we've been introduced to the mascot already. Now's the time to see how it responds to various input signals. Here is the mascot. Let me remind you of the components of it just briefly. On the left, there's a voice coil that actuates it, shakes it. The mass in this system is the shaft along the center. It's suspended by these two black cubes that are air bearings powered by a compressor. You can see the tubes going off into the distance. Now we've added a second mass to the mascot. I always think of these bolts as a pair of eyes, making it look really quite a bit like a dog. There's a spring in the form of a wire attached to this bracket. This unit on the right simply records the position of the mass, and that information is fed through a computer into these two graphs. On the left, we're going to see the position of the input signal and the system response. We'll see a standard time graph happening. We'll see about 1 second of the performance appearing on this left window. On the right, we have the Bode plot. It's a log-log plot. The frequency it goes from 1 hertz to 10 hertz to 100 hertz along the bottom, and the magnitude of the system response goes from 1/1000th up to 10 on the top. So let's see how the system responds to different frequencies. What's going to happen is we'll feed the system a sequence of different frequencies starting at about 2 hertz and increasing that frequency by about 10% in steps, and watch the steady-state system response. So again, we're seeing about 1 second of the input signal on the left window. It's happening at 2 hertz. The system response has an amplitude of about 1, and now that fact has been recorded on the right-hand Bode plot with that dot there. The input signal frequency has increased a little bit now. There's a little bit of phase lag. You can see the white system response has fallen behind the red input signal a little bit. We seem to be increasing in amplitude now, but now it's decreased. So I want you to notice the cart is shaking. We've hit some kind of resonant mode of the cart itself, and I think that's what accounts for the decrease in apparent system response here. So now we've gone past the resonant mode of the cart. It's stabilized, and we're continuing to increase frequency. We're heading up towards 4 hertz now. The system response is considerably above 1. The phase lag is increasing. We're heading up towards a resonant peak. Higher and higher. Now, suddenly it falls off on the other side of the resonant peak. Now, I want you to watch this bracket here in the middle of the shaft as we come down here. It's not vibrating at all right now. It's completely fixed right now. That's going to be a very interesting thing for us to study. And as I've been talking, you can see on the Bode plot we went through another resonant peak, and we're falling back down on the other side of that into a very small frequency response. The Bode plot is decreasing there along a straight line, and that's it.